It's Mark Pires.
I was walking down the road today,
and I welcome you to the longest running daily show on planet Earth. 1,513 days in a row of positivity, live songwriting, comedy, and just the moment taking place here nightly. So I hope you'll join us as we get into a song or two tonight, possibly a Zoom call. We couldn't get to it yesterday, but we have awesome signal right now. We're rolling, and I hope you guys are going to be with me because I got a Gibson sitting right next to me, and we're going to friggin' tear it up tonight, guys. Right? Zabrosk said I got to get the woo-hoo in first before I go tearing it up on the Les Paul, so enjoy my song.
Oh, I was walking down the road today.
It is available on iTunes and Spotify. It's called Something to Live For.
My mind and help my living. I look into the eyes of the passerbys as I smile and roll on by. No offense, that's just me living. So many perfect ways to spend your days in me. Whoa, something to live for you. There's something to die for you. Give me something to live for.
Guys, we have Matt Zabroski sitting over here, about to hit us with a woo-hoo. You know, guys, we have an action-packed show for you tonight because last night was just a complete cluster. I mean, it was coming through like pixelated. Talking about old 14.4, you know, like that. But tonight, we're rocking and rolling. Full HD on YouTube. You're going to want to head over there to see the show, plus to see my invention, the BeatSeat. It is the first drum in the world you can play with your hands and feet at the same time. Or if you're a guitar player, it's the first drum in the world you can kick with your feet while you play your guitar. While you freaking rock out, you know? So don't go anywhere. You can order your BeatSeat at BeatSeat.rocks. There's only one place to get a BeatSeat because I freaking invented it and patented it. So you can check it out at BeatSeat.rocks over here on YouTube. S-Coop is probably rocking in the BeatSeat.rocks, you know, little website address if you guys want to head over to YouTube and be a part of it. If not, well, please do subscribe. I mean, 1,513 days in a row is freaking ridiculous, long form. And they don't let anybody know I exist. And maybe you want to stop over and find out why. Of course, it's because you do a Donald J. Trump impression. You're winning big league. There, you're down at Mar-a-Lago. Of course, I'm at freaking Mar-a-Lago. Doing it. Wow, guys, you come down. Mar-a-Lago. Of course, it's Mar-a-Lago. I'm gonna go with freaking... What? Zabroski says, shut up. It's his time to do woo-hoo. Guys, I'm ready for it.
Die for
That's Zabroski. Time for a woo-hoo. Guys, this is when I throw it to Zabrosk. He woo-hoos us. Zabrosk! Woo-hoo! Right? Holy freaking cow. 1,513 days in a row of a Grammy-winning woo-hoo. Yeah, Zabroski's a Grammy winner. He got the Grammy win for the woo-hoo. Anyway, guys, we're into it. We're going to rock and roll. Lady Bane in the house. Oh, my goodness. Lady Bane, join us over here on YouTube. It's so much better. We're going to get into a song right now. Lady Bane, do you have a song topic for me or a title? I will write a song for you in the moment based on either or. I just need a little something from Lady Bane. Let's see, she's going to give me a topic. A song about never giving up. You know that's my jam right there. Woo, never giving up. We're going to do this for Lady Bane. Guys, Lady Bane is an amazing singer, and we're going to do a tune together at some point as soon as the world knows about the 196 songs that I've released and the new album coming out in a few weeks, which will put me up to 210? No, 209 songs released. We're getting close to the Beatles. Just a few away. 2 albums. Anyway, we do 13 songs per album. New album. Joanne! That background, you know it does that sometimes because it's a trance. We're sitting here. We got a background kicking. It's BeatSeat style. You want to see the first drum designed for guitar players. I have to erase something here. Get rid of that. I don't even know what it is. We need space. Hear something buzzing here on the desk. Much better. Lady Bane, we're gonna have fun when we do that. A song about never giving up. Here we go. That? Life can be so difficult. Every day you wake up faced with the challenges of just getting through it. But I see you make it through your most difficult days. And it's 'cause you've got the heart of a lion. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. You see your competition, it's in the mirror. All you got to do is keep your chin up, 'cause you know you're gonna see another sunrise. That's all you gotta do. You're 100%. Coming back from the worst days. You just keep coming back. Don't ever give up. No, don't ever give up. No, don't ever give up. Don't ever give up.
Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. No, 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 no. Don't ever give up. No, 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 no. Don't ever give up. No, 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 no. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. No, you can't ever give up, 'cause you know you're gonna find a way. Don't ever give up. No matter how bad it gets today, you're going to look back with gratitude when you get through it. Don't ever give up. No. Don't ever give up. No. Don't ever give up. No. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Wrote another song. Don't ever give up, no matter how bad it goes. You gotta keep going. You don't ever give up. You gotta keep going. Yeah, the way water flows. You don't ever give up. Oh, just keep your heart beating. Yeah, don't ever give up.
All right, who else has a freaking title? Let's write another one. Oh, thank you, Six String. You rock. Appreciate following. And I hope you guys will head over to YouTube and join us over there. It's much better. And Renee Woods is there, so she will let you know about the freaking YouTube show. Much better. Guys, we got Cassandra Gingerbane doing it over here on the YouTube channel. Oh, I'm so happy you made it over for that, and I'm so happy that came out. That's all because of you. Cassandra, it's because you said, play me a song called Don't Ever Give Up. And we came up with,
Fire what makes you tick and keep on going. You don't ever give up. How you're gonna make it through anything else. Sweet. Don't ever give up.
I gotta add that part at the end because that's nice.
Don't ever give up. No, no.
All right, one down. We got another song coming out of us. Who's got the topic? I gotta get a topic from somebody over here. Oh, thank you, Nuvseta. I appreciate the follow over here, guys. When we're doing it live 1,513 days in a row, we need to bring the world together. Like, who else is doing it 1513 in a row? What's that? No, Joanne, I know, nobody. Long form, writing songs, creating freaking content. Living in the moment, trying to find the magic of this moment. You know, everything that's going on in this world is a distraction from this very second, but this show is the positivity within this moment that we all need in order to reflect upon all the other crap we get all day long, every day. So show up here every night you can, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. We're dead at it. All right? What's that? No, Joanne, we know you're wheezing and doing it that way. She goes, I'm doing it too. Yeah, you're wheezing it, you know, through it. Goodness. Some random in the house. You know, Virginia's here. I see S-Coop. I see Pamela Swan and Wheezy McGee back there. Yeah. I didn't see anybody else because I'm in the middle of a moment here with my eyes closed. But Cassandra Bain's kicking it with us, and tonight we're writing music. Who's got a topic? I just need a topic. Wharton Fistle in the house. Ooh, we got this baby out of tune. We were doing it in the last one. So guys, I edited Sensei Round Eye into a 25-minute full episode now, where you have the origin story of Sensei Round Eye into the actual green screen scenes of Sensei Round Eye. I'm really excited about that one. I think I'm going to release that one probably for next week, but remember, Thursday at 3 p.m., this is a midday thing, Eastern Standard Time, we are releasing the comedy known as Supermarket Shopping Spree, where basically I'm just freaking ripping people apart at the supermarket and cutting lines, you know? Or trying, at least. This is how you want to get a master class on cutting lines. You don't want to miss this. 3 o'clock, Thursday. It's already there. All you have to do is hit the... I'll give you guys the link in a little bit. Actually, maybe I should do it right now since we're talking about it. So at least you can make sure you're there Thursday when we do it. This is the Linkaroo. It's already up there as a premiere. Supermarket Shopping Spree, Episode 1, rolling potatoes. That's what it's called, guys. Rolling freaking potatoes. You want to see what it's like? Roll a potato? Come on down. Thursday at 3. There's the linkaroo. All right, who's got the topic for the next song? Anybody? Bueller? Is Bueller the name of the next song? Bueller. All right, I Can't Wait's a good one, too. Someone give me a topic, and we're going into it. Give me a topic, people. Just doing it. I like that. We have to get rid of something else. I think we did this last night. I didn't come up with a hook with this. Freaking bass line. We can get rid of it. It's cool, though. We can get rid of it, but it's cool. So now we have an open channel to loop in. Guys, this is a live looping, live songwriting show. 196 songs on iTunes, Spotify, 15 albums, album 16 coming out in a few weeks. If you got a topic, I'll write you a song right now. Or give me a couple words. I'll throw them into a freaking song. We're at it. All right? What are we talking about over here? You know, when you're playing like I play, you freaking bring those strings out of tune pretty quick. All right. Topic? Doing good, Trish. I know you said just doing it. Should we just come up with the title of a song called Just Doing It? Or do you guys have an actual topic you want to give me? Like something else, like a real topic that we could really get into, write a story about in the moment. You know, I like to write stories, like, give me something that I can create a freaking tale about. You know what I mean? In the moment. A name of a song even works too. If it's a title or like just a name of a song, like Winter Snow Lilies, something stupid. That's dumb though. Don't say Winter Snow Lilies, because I'm not freaking doing one called Winter Snow. That's just dumb. You know?
That's terrible. Why would you not do a Winter Snow Lily song?
Because nobody freaking listens to that one. Okay? There's no freaking snow lilies in winter. Joanne, can you stop freaking wheezing back there? You know, I'm here trying to write a song in the moment. Wheezy McGee. Good old Wheezy McGee back there, you know. Carrying her part, you know, in the loop. You guys hear it. Freaking Soros. Why is this so out of tune? That'll play. That'll play. Open your eyes. Joanne. Joanne, stop wheezing back there. Trying to do a song. Oh, the BeatSeat. This is when we get this thing and we take it to a whole new level. That sounds pretty cool right now, though. Doesn't it, guys? That's cool. Got a little bass line. Got a little freaking guitar in there, right? What's it missing, Joanne? Besides your wheeze. That's right, the BeatSeat, the first drum for guitar players that I invented and patented, so you can go and order yours and do the same thing as I do, which is create a full band sound all by yourself. I think I gotta take a can't go crazy up with this because that one's so high up there. We gotta go slow. simple. You know what I mean? It's crazy tough to play. Something moving around the room here. I don't like it. I have something to throw at it. Hold on a minute. It's called my sticks. Ready karate style. You can't even see me right now because I'm Whoa! Since you're all night! Don't make me go round-eye style on you! I'm moving stuff over there. I don't see anything, so that's good. That's a good sign. It's just so freaking upbeat stuff. It'll do. something over here. Keep my feet off the ground. Over here, the BeatSeat. I already have a something in with the BeatSeat. Me out. Hold on, I'm not. It could just be like, okay, it could be windy, and when the music's playing, like that window over there shaking or something, that freaking is scaring the hell out of me. I'm in the middle of something, and all of a sudden I hear something moving around. I keep my feet off the ground for a few minutes here. Let's see what happens. Yes, I am, S. Coop. I don't like things that scurry around me. I don't like things that scurry around me. Now I don't hear anything but Joanne's wheeze. So I guess things are normal. I'm thinking about getting a backup guitar because this thing has just been, the intonation's so out lately. Like, I can't get anything to sound right. I put it in tune, and then 2 seconds later, it's out of tune. I think I'm going to get a backup. I'm going to get like a Fender or something like that. Just have a different style of sound. Because I've never known anything but this Les Paul. I don't know anything else. I don't know what anything else sounds like. I know a lot of people play Fenders to play blues, and I play freaking blues on a Les Paul, and that's all I know because I'm a freaking blues guy. I just write in the moment and create blues. So I think I should feel out either a Strat or a Telecaster, you know, and really just get a feel of what it's like to play blues and just play guitar on that type of guitar. Different tones. Joanne, can you eat the freaking thing, whatever it is that seems to be crawling around? Maybe your guitar is cold. It could be. Could be. Anna, how are you? It definitely could be the fact that the guitar has been sitting in weather that goes up, it goes down, and it's been like that for a little bit. Guys, tomorrow, what's going on tomorrow? Well, we're just 2 days away from day 1515. How about that, huh? You know what I mean? Oh, goodness. Yeah, it's supposed to be cold in the next couple of days, like really cold. So make sure you bundle up and show up here with your double jacket on. this song Inner Pieces when I was like, I guess like 19. I have the lyrics somewhere around here, but it's like. I love the intro line. I think I see it in the power from above. She sees, she feels, she understands in her eyes, in her love, and in her soul. Man, I wish I knew how this one. My heart is transposed through weekend thoughts. This is like the first song I ever wrote, and I never wrote. I just was like, I remember coming up with like weird parts with like, my heart is transposed of weakened thoughts. Like there was like a moment. This is a song about love, I guess, back in the day, but I think I see it in her, the power from above. I thought that was a really cool start to a song back then. Now I don't know, I just come up with words in the moment, but back then I used to write them. I used to actually take a pen out and sit there and write lyrics and songs. I got about 125 of those. And then since then, the 196 that you guys have heard all came out of the moment. They're inspired. They're meant to be part of this planet. It's part of this timeline. And I don't believe it's for no reason. I think that there's a lot of truth and a lot of information within every one of the songs that if you sit there and read the lyrics, which are now at the bottom of every song, you're going to get a message. And mostly it will give you a inside, truthful perspective into the time that the world was in. And there's also stories, and there's, happy songs, and but the ones that are about society, those you really should just read the lyrics, because they happened in a time when they wouldn't let us speak, and the things I said ended up being true. Everything came out to be true. I'm not even saying like a few things. I mean every single thing. And I'm not saying that I'm a Svengali. I'm saying I watched and listened to a lot of people that all of a sudden didn't have a platform. And I was very much listening to what they were saying because they were spitting out truth, and all of a sudden that was too powerful for the people who own these platforms, so they just took them off and they canceled them. And all of these things took place while we continued to put on a show on a daily basis. But when you don't watch the news, which I haven't watched in 1,513 days, I just sit here and pull up news stories that I just click on Yahoo or whatever, and I'll find a story, and that's where I do the news. But in general, I don't watch TV because it's the negatube. Everything you find on it will make you feel crappy. Even the stuff that is meant to, put you in front of it with a popcorn and whatever, it's still, unless the intention is let me go after their heart and make them feel something, everybody's there to distract you and make you feel like crap. And that's why I don't watch it. I like to see if I can lift you up a level here. That's why I do this for 1513. So we're going to continue. We're going to continue to drive towards a purpose. They have a purpose as well. It's to try to distract and destroy. My purpose is to try to lift up and help every soul that finds my platform become the greatest version of themselves. And it's not a one-day process. It may take you a little bit of time of watching somebody without a net get in front of you and create over and over and over, and to show you that you can do anything. But it definitely starts with showing up here. It starts with sharing, telling people, letting them know there is a place where you could find some magic. And it's not some magician. It's somebody who's figured out how to tap into this very moment that we all exist in. And within that moment, everything amazing can take place, and everything dire and evil can also take place. So you have to understand that's why they distract you, is they continue to manipulate the board in the very moment that you're distracted from. And what we do here is we get to get away from it all for a little bit, and then open our eyes again to the freaking crap they're trying to pull over your eyes. I'm sorry. No. I can see right through it as soon as I have some perspective and I have some positivity and I have a real moment to connect to. So hopefully tomorrow you'll come back and we do it again, 1514. What's that, Joanne? Are you serious? She just tooted. Joanne, I'm here doing a show. Doing tootaroo. Do me a favor, go back there, porta potty style, and you turn on the turbo exhaust 7417. Upgraded, I gotta clear the air, That's just not right, Joanne. What did you eat today? Cabbage? Like, ew. What's that? No, Joanne, your wheeze is freaking the most ridiculous thing in the room right now. Yeah. Except for the stinkiness of your hiney butt. That's much worse. Joanne, I told you to get me a economy version of spray, I'm talking about like linen, I got something to cover your disgusting freaking stench. You tutor looter, I spray it. Maybe a tropical punch will get through, Ozium. If you don't have Ozium and you're spraying down the room after Joanne did a tutor looter, that hiney butt smokes afterwards. No good, I saw her the other day. She's walking through the studio. I'm like, Joanne, what the freak is coming out of your hiney butt? She goes, that's nothing. That's just my freaking smoke. I'm like, smoke? Some people are like, you want that smoke? You don't want Joanne smoke. No. Hiney butt. When she's doing it and it's a stinky sort of deal, Madeline said, should we prepare or don't let the fear sink in? I'll tell you what, Madeline, you should join me on YouTube every night at 10 p.m. and I'll prepare your soul for what's coming, which is, we don't know. But the important thing is if we could connect and do something positive with the time we have, we will be ready for anything. So I've been here 1,513 days in a row. That's a ridiculous amount of time, long form. We're 51 minutes into this. And tomorrow we do it all over again. We're going to write another song. We're going to connect and we're going to create something magical together. Time exists, but we can stop time. We do it every single day, right here. And I think what's amazing is the same family members come back every day because they understand the essence of this universe is right here on this platform. How else can you explain no script, no idea of where the moment is taking us, and we write beautiful songs like... This was written an hour ago, no, 30 minutes ago. Don't ever give up. Cassandra, thank you for giving me the title. Don't ever give up, no, no. Don't ever give up, no, 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 no. Don't ever give up. I see people giving up every day. I'm trying to sway their perspective. Yeah, don't ever give up. You could do anything, I swear. Yeah, all you got to do is believe in you. Yeah, don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. That's today's message. It's easy to give up. It's difficult to show up over and over, to take those beatings and just get back up and keep going. But remember, you're 100% right now. You are 100 out of 100. You get up every day. You fight through the worst of it. The sun rises, so do you. You don't give up. You find your way through every single day to tomorrow. Don't ever give up. Push through anything. One of my favorite quotes that I wrote somewhere along this 1,513-day journey is, don't ever give up, because one day you'll look back with gratitude that you had the strength to keep going. Nothing else matters but that quote. We all have moments where we want to give up. We all have moments where we say, I don't know if tomorrow exists. Don't give up. Don't ever give up on yourself and the ability to see another moment, to see another sunrise. Because you will. You will look back one day with gratitude. It's the only word that makes sense when you look back that day and you think about that moment that you were at your worst and you kept going. Gratitude. You were strong enough to say, I'm gonna go to tomorrow and see what happens. It's a blank slate every freaking moment. You could have the worst day in history, and this second could wind up being magical for you. So don't get caught up in this disgusting world's negativity. Find a way to break away from it. I hope it's with me for a few minutes every day, because I've been freaking giving a lot of my soul away for almost 5 years. Just trying to hopefully stir up a movement of sorts. That's what this show is. It's a movement. That's why they don't want it to succeed. It's funny. People have shows. I have a fucking movement. That's why they won't let it out. And the music is a movement. The breakaway and the comedy and the second where we inspire ourselves to greatness within this moment here, that is something they can't take away from us, and they are afraid of, really. They're afraid of the ability that this moment that we've understood and that we create within on a daily basis, they are afraid that somebody will come along and say, holy fucking, are you kidding me? There was nothing, and now there's that? Don't ever give up. No. Don't ever give up. It's not even an option. You're 100%. Just see what tomorrow holds. See what you could make of it. The fact that you get a chance at it is miraculous. I just want to say one thing. I sense and I see a ton of confusion in the world right now. And the other day I went to Mass. And, I should be going more often, and I was there on Sunday. And I'm looking around. It's 10 o'clock Mass, guys. 10 o'clock. And there's 40 people in there. This massive Catholic church. There's 40, 50 people in there. Now, I remember as a 16, 17, 18-year-old kid not even be able to find a seat. And now nobody goes at all. And you know what it reminds me of is this, I have this vision in my head of a movie where it's like this, utopian society where people just have lost the faith in God and their belief and love for God. And you see these people, there's like murder in the streets, and like you hear police sirens, and all of a sudden, and the door opens to a church, and inside there's like one person. It's like two people in there that are they still are trying to hold the hope for the world. Nobody's there. There's a priest and like two people. And that's what I saw in that moment. I was like, we're like almost at that eclipse where society is shot. It's done. They've destroyed the love for God and the connection to God, is what I'm seeing when I went to this mass. And I wanted to talk about something else because, again, I don't know if I even went through. I think I shared this the other day. I'm not sure. I wanted to share it, and I'm not sure if I got into it. But I was talking to my son the other day about something, and it was interesting to me that I didn't realize the depth of this connection that I have. And I'll explain it. So basically, I've been wearing this thing for a little while, and it's not just for a little while, but this is, just tell you about what this is. So when I was 16 years old, I went to it's called Young Life. It's this retreat. It's this religious retreat where each week you get together with a bunch of kids, boys, girls, and you have a priest there who he kind of has a sermon for the kids. You sing a ton of songs, and then there's an inspirational chat by the leader, and it's just like about camaraderie and coming together. And it's funny that my show is basically the same thing here, 20 plus years later. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm creating songs, trying to get people to feel positive and then inspire you. And then just trying to, and I'm not a priest, but I am intending to leave you with something that you can use that will benefit mankind. And I think that's what the intention of a holy man was originally. It was to give you some sort of knowledge and some sort of wisdom to take and bring with you to the next step of life. We don't have the answers, but some of us are meant to help you open up your heart to the opportunity of peace and prosperity for all. It's not something that we have to only keep to ourselves. It's actually intended to be for everybody. And this is where our world has failed to this point, is it's very much, and again, you start getting into weird topics like socialism and everything, but there's a lot of people left behind, and it's a scary world because of that. But anyway, getting back to this, when I was 16, I got this cross, and it's also got a Saint Michael. I think this is Saint Michael, or Saint Christopher. This is St. Christopher. And so I got this when I was 16, and I went to Young Life, and I remembered while I was there, they're on a table, all these crosses. They're on a table, and the priest goes and he blesses each of those crosses. And that cross then is given to one of the Emmaus parishioners, whatever we called ourselves at the time. And everybody gets one at the end of Emmaus. And so I have mine, and I remember wearing it for about a year and then putting it in a box. And I didn't think about it until about 6-8 months ago. I put it back on, and I haven't taken it off since, except for the shower, etc. But I put it on every single day, and I keep it right where it's important, right by my heart. And I'm here on a mission. I believe that I was sent by the man to do this. So I'm holding this here in complete, homage and appreciation for what I get to do here every day, which is to create for you. And so I'm wearing this thing, and I started realizing how lately I'm feeling really connected to what we do here, but also feeling very connected to my real estate business. I'm really out there focused on dominating. That's just what I told you guys I needed to do. I needed to be able to dial in on being the very best realtor I could be, because the show 1,513 days in a row, no one knows I exist. I keep doing it. It's like, I got to be a real estate agent. That's where I'm going to make money my whole life. Okay, that's fine. But so I'm going to go and dominate then and do that. And I'll still show up here and do a show with you guys every night. So that's been going really well. And I'm thinking to myself, I know you have to have faith in life, and you got to put your life into the hands of something that you don't understand. But I started to put two and two together when I'm driving with my son the other day. And he goes, why do you wear this ridiculously massive cross? Because he's showing me his cross. He's got this little cross. He's like, why do you wear this crazy big wood cross instead of like a small little cool cross like I have? And I said, son, let me tell you a little about this cross. This cross I got when I was 16 years old when I went to Emmaus. And when I was there, I had a really great spiritual experience. But what was more amazing about this cross, and I didn't realize this until that moment when I was speaking to him about it, is this cross was blessed by the priest. Now you may say, okay, great, it was blessed by a priest. But it wasn't just blessed by any priest. This cross right here was blessed by a mentor of mine. His name is Father Kevin Royal. Monsignor Kevin Royal, really. And when I was 16 years old, he was the only holy man I'd ever met to date. And even to this day in my life, the only holy man I know. And Monsignor Kevin at the time was a father. He was the priest for Young Life, the priest for Emmaus. So he was the priest who was there giving us those sermons each week I was telling you about. And there while we were singing songs as a group. And just, it was the most amazing time to be there with a bunch of kids who were open to loving God. So, Father Kevin gets transferred away when I'm a senior in high school. And this was heartbreaking to me because he was the only priest that I loved. I was like, that guy, he was 40 years old when I was 16, 17. He had a goatee, super cool dude. He had lived life. He went to college, dated, I assume had done other things, and at 28 decided to go to seminary school and then become a priest. So it was a late bloomer to become a priest. He's a priest, and he's the only one I look at as holy because he's lived a life, and he's like, every time he spoke, I was like, man, this guy's, his words. And so I lose track of him for like 12 years, 13 years. And so I'm out this is like first date with my wife, and we're sitting down, we're talking about mentors. And I said, this one priest, this is the one priest in my life that I totally connected to. And I lost track of him. He was amazing. He was down at my where I grew up in Connecticut here in Lower Fairfield County. And, man, Father Kevin, he was amazing. And she goes, not Kevin Royal. And I go, what? She goes, that's my cousin. So my wife, on our very first date, unloaded on me that her cousin, who, by the way, Monsignor Kevin Royal was the ring bearer at my mother-in-law and father-in-law's wedding. Monsignor Kevin Royal held the ring for my wife's parents at their wedding. So a man that I thought I'd never see again, that was a mentor of mine, ends up being my wife's cousin. So not only did this amazing priest that I looked at as holy and that I lost track of come back into my life through my wife, but he married me to my wife. He baptized each of my 3 children. And he baptized this cross when I was 16 years old. That's what I consider it. Blessed? No, he baptized my cross for me when I was 16. And having something that has been blessed and I consider it to be literally like born into existence when he did that. That's why I say baptized, like there's nothing. It's just a piece of wood. And then he went there and prayed over it. So when I wear this huge hunk of wood on my chest, it's not necessarily about any of the human tendencies connected to the Catholic Church or to any religions. it's a connection to the one holy person I have met in my life, who happens to be related to me through my wife. And I didn't even realize. I forgot that he did that. I forgot that he blessed each of those crosses, and we all grabbed one. I don't think it was like, you know what it was? You get it in an envelope at the end of Emmaus. In Emmaus at the end, you get this envelope with like all this info and a cross, and it's on this chain. This is the chain it came with. And I've had it since. I think this is the chain it came with. I've had it since. I was actually thinking about getting like a nice silver chain for it. I think it's like stainless steel. I don't even know what it is. This is a freaking block of wood, guys. This isn't some crazy carved cross that was done in Jerusalem by, you know what I mean? No, this is a cross that somebody put together. They had thousands of them in a box, but it was blessed and it was given to me by somebody that I still to this day absolutely admire. And I'm actually, just so you guys understand, I'm trying to see if I can make this happen, but I've asked, or I'm trying to reach out to Monsignor Kevin right now to see if I can get him on the air with me to talk about the existence of God and questions that I have about it. I think that Monsignor Kevin would have every answer I'd need answered, because even if he didn't know it, he would speak from his heart. On day 92, I believe it was, of my show, I'd been live 91, 92 days in a row, and I was at the Easter Mass, and we decided to go see Monsignor Kevin speak and go to his church for that Mass. It's only about a half hour away, and so we all went, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, his family, my family with my wife and the kids, and we went to this church to see Monsignor Kevin. And it wasn't long into his sermon, maybe about 30 seconds, that I pinched my wife, and she goes, "What?" I said, "I know why I always loved Father Kevin." She said, "Why?" And at the time, the name of my show was Mark Pires Real Talk. And I said, "'Cause he's real talk." And I realized every word out of him was so true. He believed it so much that you could feel his passion coming from where he was standing on that stage, just pouring through you. And you felt inspired hearing him speak. And I said, I know why I loved him. Because he was real talk. He spoke from his soul. So we all need to figure out how to do. This show has been that 15, 13 in a row, the soul breathing. They hiring over at Renaissance Man Broadcasting. We changed the name here. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I think it's better because honestly, nobody knows how to spell Renaissance Man except for my brother over here, Renaissance Mank. Renaissance Mank. That's awesome. I love that. I love your name, brother. Yeah, we changed the name from Mark Pires Renaissance Man over to just Mark Pires because I think it's just easier. And we may actually change it to Mark Inspires because my name is in there and it makes sense. My whole existence here is to try to inspire you to greatness and try to inspire you to get away from the negativity of this world. And it may not be successful. It may be. And if it is, then job well done. If it isn't, then I'm at least expressing myself so I could stay level. That's all we have to do, each of us. We have to find a way to stay level. It's freaking almost impossible. But remember, that word doesn't exist. Impossible is a fake word. It's just a missing an apostrophe in a space. I'm possible. Everything that you look at is very, very possible because somebody's going to prove that it is. It's why we always see people who are totally... You do like Mark Inspires? I think I should do that too. I think I'm just going to change it over to that because... I could tell people that easy. Oh, what's your YouTube? It's Mark Inspires. Oh, really? Then it at least gives you a full perspective right there just in the name, right? Mark Inspires at least gives you an idea of what you're getting. You're going to go and get inspired in some way. I don't think there's a moment that you're not going to say to yourself, either there's a song or a piece of comedy or something like this going on that, yeah, there's a bit of inspiration in there. Either for you or to me, I'm inspired in the moment to do something. Actually, that's really what it is. Mark inspired. But yeah, I'd like to consider doing that and just change it over. It just looked weird to me when I tried to do it the other day. And I was like, you know. But yeah, you know what? I hope you guys appreciate that story because it really means a lot to me. You know, I find in life you wind up coming across, let's call it a handful of people that totally blow you away and you absolutely value your entire life. And in the other hand, a handful of people that you never want to see again for your entire life. It's really true, right? So you got this group of people that you just value more than anything. And another one, you're like, I hope I never see these 5 people. They're just horrible human beings, the way they treated me and what they did to me and they slit my throat. You know what I mean? And it's a weird thing, but that's the way the world is. It's one extreme against another. It's really crazy. It's kind of crazy. I try to kind of wrap my head around this whole thing that like there is a God sitting in an ivory tower just judging people and they get to a place that's called heaven or they go to a place called hell. And it's like, it's so crazy in a way to envision that you're born into some place where you're then going to be judged, whether you go to some evil, like never ending pit of darkness, or you go to the greatest place in history and it's all decided over, could be a year, 50 years, 100 years, just depends on what, you know, you run and get hit by a truck, whatever. Just, I don't know. It's very hard for me to wrap my head around that. So what I try to do is hedge my bets. I believe I was created by something we don't have a name for. And I think the names that humans have come up with have all been somehow, you know, manufactured. I like the idea of saying Yahweh is the way you basically breathe. When you breathe in and you breathe out, it sounds like Yahweh. I love that, you know, just kind of theory. But then somebody said, yeah, well, what about El? And they started saying all these other gods that were before Yahweh. And I'm like, what the freaking heck? There were gods before Yahweh? That's why it's like, guys, we're not told the truth. You know what I mean? Like we're told like half-truths. Like, oh yeah, Yahweh is God. Like, oh, he is? No, but Yahweh is the son of El. But who the fuck is El? I'm like, oh no, El's the god of gods. Huh? Now we're really into mythology here, you know? Like the reality I have to say is, you know, we need to send love to each other. Oh no, S-Coop, I'm done. I'm not talking about it at all. I'm over it. I really am. I don't know what the heck it is. I just want to say it's a weird world. There's lots of beliefs, but I just want people to find their happiness. That's it. So hopefully you could do that. Hopefully you could find your happiness, however it is, believe in whatever makes your heart jump and do your best to make everybody else around you smile. That's all you can do. It's all any of us can do, really. It's really weird. It's like you have so much power that you don't understand, so much unrealized power that is constantly being used, you know? And we are out there shining all of this different energy that's making all these different ripples, creating all these ripples around us. And everybody else is affected. We can't see it, but it's going on. And not only you, so you're doing it. And then people are coming from all around with their own things. And those ripples are going out and everything's colliding. And there's a weird, I think, now, I don't know. I'm just thinking if everybody's got these ripples going on and we can't see any of it, that's why there's so much confusion in the world. Nobody's in harmony. Nobody's in harmony. It's very sad. My man, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm going to play you guys a piece of music real quick before we finish up the show because I want Renaissance Man to see at least a song while we're kicking it. And this is one of my newest songs. It was raining or is raining. I'm going to put it on real quick. It's not really very long, which is great, but it's a fire tune. We also have Sensei Round Eye, which, guys, by the way, you know what? Real quick, I just have to play you just a few seconds of. This is going to be premiering, I guess, next week. but we did this the other day for Renaissance Mink. We have 6 feature films here, my friend. I think I could give you guys this link if you want to watch it. How about that? I'll give you the link. If you guys want to go over and watch this, I just gave you the link. Now I'm going to put a song on. But that right there is to Sensei Round Eye. We learn from Bruce Lee's master. What's that, Joanne? You want to watch Sensei Round Eye? She doesn't want to hear a song. She said she wants to hear more about Sensei Round Eye. I get it, you know. Sometimes when you're doing it, or Round Eye's in town, and he did a special for you, you go with it. You know, you have to go with it, really. All right, here we go. Let's see a little Round Eye. Again, not racist, just, you know, truth.
Thank you for coming to Lowe's. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show.
Miyagi! I almost had it, guys. Joanne, can we get a chopstick situation? There's a friggin' Fly Lee in here. You know? We may have to have another episode of Bruce Lee. He's my student. He's my student. You know, I taught him everything he knows. You know? Back in the day, back in the future, Mark, you know, when I was doing it, when he was just a little boy, I was his sensei there in, you know, mainland China. I didn't do a racist thing. I just was there, white-faced, you know. They're like, look at Round Eye. Yep, that's me. I was Round Eye. I went out there doing it. Round Eye McGee. I went, aye. I said, listen, I got a little something for you, Bruce Lee. It's called the 1-inch punch. I did it with my finger, though. I didn't do my fist. I did a finger. They still talk about me. Round Eye. I think that's, you know, a compliment. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Guys, sometimes I'm not really sure. Like, I don't speak the language, you know, so I was like, Round Eye, yeah, I'll do it. You know, that must be a good thing. Yeah. Everybody was saying it, so I was like, yay, Round Eye, I'm doing it. They put me on their shoulders going, Round Eye, Round Eye. I'm like, yay, I did it, a Round Eye. You know? Gave me a statue. You know? Greatest sensei ever. Round Eye. If you go to the Takahashi Hall of Fame, you know, for Bruce Lee's memorabilia, Sensei, you know, is there. Round Eye. Everybody wanted to gather around and take a photo next to the statue of Round Eye. He's just maybe a legend at this point. You know? They're like, there's no way there was such a guy named Round Eye. The Sensei. Doing it for Bruce Lee. 1-inch punch. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, no. Round Eye McGee. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, your wheeze is obnoxious. You know, when you get the call, we got this kid. We want you. He's going to protege you. You know, what? Tell me about him. The kid's quick, very quick. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you if he's quick or not. Where are you going to be? Down at the Corner Street Gym. Show up at the Corner Street Gym. You're going to see this little kid. What's his name? I want to hear his name now before I bother going. His name's Bruce Lee. Sounds like a stupid name. I'll come down and check him out, though. Round Eye, out. You know, I showed up at the gym. Round Eye, Round Eye. I came in. You know, I'm doing high fives with everybody. Round Eye. That was the best, you know? Sensei Round Eye, you know, McGee. We won that year. You know. Statue. Takahashi. You got to go and check out the Takahashi Hall of Fame if you want to see the Round Eye statue and go take a picture with it. Send it to the Renaissance Man show. I will put it up. I'll making a deal with you. You go to the Takahashi Hall of Fame. You go take a picture in front of the freaking Round Eye Museum statue like this. And you got a picture like that. You send it in. I'll make it my cover photo for 2 months. Takahashi. Yeah, Round Eye. Look at, he's there. And remember the pose that I had is Round Eye. Whoa, like that. That was it, because I gave like he was ready for the 1-inch punch. I was like, whoa, like that. And that's where you have to go with it when you're at the Takahashi. And you can get in front of it. So most people get in front of the hands, you know what I mean? And one person, somebody's like doing a high five with me. It was kind of funny, you know. Round Eye. I do a heck of a high five as Round Eye. When I was being, again, chanted in, they're chanting me in as Round Eye to go and check out Bruce Lee. I'll do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll do it, but like, you don't have to chant me in. You know, just be like, hey, Round Eye, what's up? Why don't you take a seat? Bruce Lee's here. Who's freaking Bruce Lee? 4-year-old kid, lightning fast. Check him out. All right, where do you want me to sit? Right there? No, I'm sorry. I'm Round Eye. I can't sit there. It's just not appropriate for Round Eye. I mean, I got to be like right there in front of Bruce Lee if you want really to get my opinion on his talent. Oh, yeah, no, that's better. I'll go over there. What's that, Joe? No, Joanne, you're wheeze. Keep it down. We're watching a guy named Bruce Lee. Bro, Joanne's even there with Round Eye. She was a junior assistant at that time. Her wheeze was a little lighter, and she didn't have the humongocarditis going on, so she was able to move around through doors. Now, no good. She can't go through a doorway anymore. Anyway, guys, there's nobody better than Sensei Round Eye. Like, when they still, Hall of Fame style. Remember, make sure you're looking them up at Takagachi Uchi and do it. When you take the picture, send it in. It's going to be the banner of the At the Brink show. You know what I mean? Come back from the brink. You know, you come back from the brink when you see the Takagachi Hall of Fame photos. Everybody's dead at. You have to fight when you get there because there's like such a line. They're charging now. Yeah. At first they were doing it free, and now they're charging. Round Eye. When you're there and you're Round Eye and you show up and you're like, guys, I was back to the future, Mark. You don't realize this? I went back in time. I showed up. I was Sensei Round Eye. When I got in there, they were chanting me in. I was like, I don't want this life to end. Went to 2769. They're like, brief us. Met some stupid little kid. 4-year-old. They call him Bruce Lee. You ever heard of him? They're like, yeah, he's the greatest of all time. Like, are you freaking kidding me? I was making fun of him the whole time. You guys didn't tell me I was going to see Bruce Lee. Like, he's good? What are we talking about over here? I neck chopped that little kid. You know? He thought he was quick. I had to just give him a lesson from Round Eye. You know? He wanted to be trained. I'm sorry, sir. You can get mad at me for neck chopping Bruce Lee like I didn't know who the frig he was. You guys didn't tell me before. You got to brief me before you send me back in time to be Sensei Round Eye. That's the problem when you're dealing, you know, with a future situation. Sometimes they want you to be surprised, you know. Well, then that's on them, you know. I neck chopped Bruce Lee. So, did it. Happened. I also taught him the 1-inch punch. Don't forget that. Sensei Round Eye by Menon. Don't forget your freaking speed stick. Right? If you don't go with the speed stick out there running around, antiperspirant. Guys, wow. When we're doing a live improv like that was pretty crazy. This is what I miss when we do that craziness. Let my mind just continue to keep going down the rabbit hole. So I want to thank you for inviting me here to give you some tips. I am, after all, Sensei Round Eye. And if there's anybody who's going to get you on the right path, you know, for the fight against Mike Tyson, Piston Honda over here, he knows he's up against it. And I get it, Piston. I get it. You look like you're ready to freaking, you know, do it. You know, I'm going to bring out the boards for you to get kind of your focus together and chopperoo it. I want to see you chopperoo it. Look at Sensei Round Eye has been doing this for a very long time. Okay, Bruce Lee, I taught him everything he knows. And you guys are here questioning Round Eye, right? Like, what are we talking about? I didn't go, you know, to downtown China and find a little boy named Bruce Lee and teach him everything he knows to be second guessed by freaking Piston Honda over here. You know? Like, are you good with that? Are you good with that? I don't think you should be good with that. What's that? I get it. You want to be the best. I'm sorry, there's only one best. His name was Bruce Lee, but that's because I trained him. Round eye. Look, when you have a statue and you're in the Hall of Fame, Tamagotchi, you know, you've got to go along for the ride and just say thank you, really. You know, are you tooting? Like, what are you doing right now? I get it. You want to look pensive. You want to do the Piston Honda deal. It's working, I guess, but like, you also look like you're trying to drop a douche. And look, that's on you if you want to do a doucheroo. I'm just here trying to give you some tips for the big game. You know you're going up against Tong Po, right? Jean-Claude Van Damme and Tong Po, they're going to be there. It's kickboxing, you know, and you want to be the winner because his brothers, you know, they kidnapped his brother. He's in a wheelchair too. So like, if you want to do the right thing, Spike Lee style, you're going to teach this guy how to take down Tong Po. And that's what I got from my elders. They said, look, Round Eye, we need you to bring it. We need you to bring the special sauce and give it to freaking Piston Honda. Because when he goes up against Mike Tyson and he wants to be, you know, the circuit leader, like circuit champion, you know, Piston Honda style, you're getting knocked down. Poor little Mac, you know. So guys, this is what happens when you're here. You're on the beach scenario and you're Round Eye, you know. Yeah, no, I can go for a bite to eat after, you know. Look, when you go through a day of training as Round Eye, you know, and you're trying to help the karate community do their best to maybe live in the lightest and the loosest form of a shadow of Bruce Lee, you know. 1-inch punch, I taught him that. Round Eye. You want me to get in here and do it too? I'm doing it too. Look, Round Eye. When Round Eye gets in the position, though, do you see the difference? Like you're kind of like, oh, look, I'm over here like an urn. I'm ready to just give homage to the gods. You don't even have any like balls of the feet stuff going on. Watch Round Eye. Watch what Round Eye does. Ready? Oh! You got to be ready. You know? Because what if you're doing this? And someone comes like this little kick out of your freaking feet. You know? You weren't ready for it. You were doing you got to be in the position. You know? Look, that's just a freaking Round Eye exclusive. You know what I mean? Sometimes people are wondering, like, where do you get all the information from, Round Eye? I did it. You know? Like, sometimes you're just trying to get into it, and people don't. They can't grasp the experience that you had as Round Eye. You know, they wrote books about me. Round Eye McGee. When I was there in the jungles of Szechuan, I had to see if I could jump in tree to tree. Round Eye! Round Eye! That's why I learned the position. I could have been like tree to tree, like, look at me, I'm going tree to tree. Look, I'm just losing around, going tree to tree. I could have done that, you know? But instead, I was ready to go in the position, always, you know, to grapple that tree, you know. You want to be ready to grapple that tree, just as if it's an enemy. So I see you don't want to take my note. Round Eye, I'm here. I'm giving you the notes. I'm giving you the insights to be the greatest version of Piston Honda. And instead, you're just like, nah, I'm just going to stay like this. I'm doing this. I got my feet in the freaking sand. You got your head in the sand, you know, Round Eye. I gave you tutelage. You know, it's times like this that I miss Bruce Lee and the fact that he would listen. Yeah, he's always like, Round Eye, let me ask you a question. How would you go about 1-inch punching somebody? Sit down, young lad. Let me tell you all about it. As you get close to the guy, and you're like, hold on, I'm on. And you just, boom, 1-inch punching him. And all of a sudden, he's throwing through a freaking wall. You know, that's a round eye, like, special move that you can only learn if you pay me $99.95 a day. And I'll bring you through the course of, you know, the 1-inch punch special. It costs you roughly $137,244.18 when we're all done. But you got a 1-inch punch! You know? Like, who's on? Who's in more? You guys got cash, I know it. You're not out here on the beach doing I want to be Bruce Lee, unless you got cashish in the bank, you know? Like, everybody else is working. You know? Like, let me ask you something, Piston. Who paid for this class for you to be with Round Eye today? I'm sorry? That's what I thought. You took it out of your freaking bank account because you're doing it. Because you're freaking cash loaded special. Like you don't know what to do with all that cash, right? Give it to Round Eye. A 1-inch punch. Will you tell your friends at the next party that you hired none other than Sensei Round Eye to teach you the 1-inch punch? Talk of the town. You know? Like, you want me to talk of town, right? Piston Honda, he's a pretty good fighter. You want people to be like, Piston Honda's a bad motherfucker, you know what I mean? And you can't do that unless you let them know that you've been expertly trained by the master, Sensei Round Eye. But, yeah, no, I know you agree. Look, you're still doing the stupid, like, stand up straight instead of squat thing, though. Like, I told you to do it. Oh! Get in the position, you know? Like, what is this? And what about you back here? Like, what the f*** are you doing with that stupid face on? You know? It looks to me like you're about to cry back there. You're gonna cry. There's no crying in your Sensei Round Eye's freaking class. All right? I'm here teaching you how to be the greatest karate master. Is one of your freaking like traits to be the cry guy? Look at me! I'm crying while I do my stupid move. That's you. You know? Look, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get down on you or anything, but like Sensei Round Eye has a very, very important detail you have to keep at forefront at all times. When you're in a fight, you don't show the guy on the other side you're gonna cry. Round Eye, you know, when you're doing it and you got a cry face on, tears streaming, someone's kicking you in the freaking throat. You know? I mean, like, that's just a given. Hold on, let me grab my tissues. Blah, neck chopped. You know? Look, Round Eye is trying to get you guys prepared for the Chinatown War. You know, Kurt Russell is coming back. Big Trouble in Little China. When you're there, and all of a sudden they're looking for a girl with green eyes. What are you going to do then, right? You're not ready to take on Lopan? A girl with green eyes. He's there doing it. And you're not ready to take it on? They get her. They get the girl with the green eyes. Now you got to go dragons and all up against freaking Lopan. He's 9 feet tall. He floats. Underworld, you know? That's also on you. Because you could have done the right thing. And instead, you're like, I'm just going to go like this. Unreal. Unfreaking real. What's that? No, you think I'm being hard on you guys? Are you freaking kidding me? I'm Round Eye! I didn't get to be Round Eye by taking it easy on the class, okay? You think Bruce Lee would have been Bruce Lee if I didn't give him a freaking Round Eye elbow in the freaking Round Eye neck? Special? Bruce Lee. You know, that was a student right there. Never questioned Round Eye. What can I do next, Round Eye? What do you want me to do next, Round Eye? I'll tell you. Just do that. He did it. And look what happened. Greatest of all time. You over here questioning everything. Questioning my motives. Why are you doing this instead of this? Well, because this looks freaking stupid. You look stupid like this. You should be like this. Well, let me ask you a question. Let's just play devil's advocate that your is good. What happened there? See, you didn't even see Round Eye. I came with the round house. You know? I'm roundhousing it. You're piston Hondaing it. You got a freaking just big black and blue on the side of your face. But you were ready, right? Oh, I'm ready. No, I'm sorry. You weren't ready. Now you try it. Ready? Whoa! Oh, no! See, I'm ready to go. I'll give you an elbow in the freaking throat. Round eye. You know, sometimes when you're in the middle of teaching the class and you got to make an example out of one of the students, that's what round eye has to do in order to keep control of the class. You know, I'm sorry it's you today, Piston. I actually thought you were going to be a good student. I thought you were going to be one of my favorites, really. Like, you put your hand up every day. Like, I'd say something like, so what do you think hurts more? An elbow in the freaking neck or someone kicking you in the side of your face as hard as they can? And I thought you'd be the one every day, Piston. I'd be like, oh, I got an answer. And I'd be like, which one is it? You see, neither. I kick him right in the chest as hard as I can. And then he croaks. That's what you should say. But you didn't even say any of that. You're just like, and you're freaking doing the weird stance again. I don't know. I feel like I'm wasting my breath here, guys. You know, I told this guy what he should do. This is like a group message. When I tell Piston one thing, I'm telling all of you, okay? I'm sorry, Piston. I didn't mean to go in chest area on you. I'm telling you all, okay? Especially dummy back here with the freaking cry. Stop crying, okay? Seriously. Don't make me call your mother. Can I ask you just side note question, really? Who paid for your service back there, Smiley McGee? All right. Trust fund. I told you. That guy's a trust fund back there. He's just freaking cashing, pulling the check. You know what you could do is you could just deposit those funds directly into Sensei Round Eye's account. Learn the 1-inch punch, and perhaps that will cause you to stop crying like a little baby. Just saying. Round Eye. You know, when you're in the process of hiring Round Eye for his extensive knowledge and experience, right? Right? You got to take advantage of it. Every breath, every verb, every vowel, every noun, every sound. Round eye. You got to go home saying round eye. Like you getting home and you're taking a shower and all you're thinking to yourself is round eye. What a friggin' lesson that was today from Round Eye. You know, he really gave it to me. Like, Piston, if you're not going the rest of your day saying to yourself, I got it today for Round Eye, in a positive way, like, you know, really, seriously, you and dummy back here with the smile,
Crying. I'm so sad because I had to go and punch someone.
Excuse me. Round Eye's going to teach you how to punch someone and not cry, okay? Afterwards, you may actually feel like punching somebody else, you know? I'm just saying, Round Eye will teach you how to do it without the fear of the crying. Anyway, guys, I'm getting kind of sick of the fact that I tell you what to do and you don't listen. Piston, work on the crouch, you know? You got to get a little bit more leg movement in there. I don't see any give in your knees. You ready to go? You know, like someone comes up, you do the knee at the end. Round Eye, I'm telling you to do the knee, because then you get the knee, and then to follow up with this elbow, woo, you know, and then that last you come around, kick him in the, you know, I'm just saying, as high as you can get. Kick him in the chest, kick him in the chin, kick him in the ear. The ear is the worst place to kick somebody. That friggin' hurts. Again, just a little tip from Round Eye. Okay? So guys, I do appreciate the fact that you hired me today. 100K. I think 15 minutes is all you got. Yeah. You want a half hour? I would have done it for a $1 million. You know, I can't do more than 15 minutes. You know, just Round Eye gets sick of how stupid people like Piston are. There's still, look, guys, right? What are we talking about? You know, I'm going to have to do a special on you. Like the guy who just doesn't get it, you know? I'd watch that one. I'm going to produce it. I'm going to watch it. I got nothing else to watch, you know?
Round eye.
You know, when you're round eye, it's hard to find entertainment, you know? Because you've done it all. Bruce Lee, 1-inch punch. And then you get freaking Piston Honda. Anyway, listen, Piston, appreciate you. Not really. And you, stop freaking crying back there, okay? Round eye out. It's freaking hot out here. All right. So, we're going to just kind of go through the list here and see if you guys are prepared for your first match on Saturday against Reseda. You guys know that they're going to bring it. They got Machio as the coach on their side, and you know, you got Sensei Round Eye. So you got an advantage. Bruce Lee, yeah, he could crane kick. I 1-inch punch, do it Bruce Lee style. You guys are learning from the best, all right? So let's see if we can go through this, and I want to just gauge where we're going to put you. You know, this is an A to F grade system here. You know, you get an A or you get an F. And one of you guys is going up against Johnny, you know, he's like, get my body back, you know, like Johnny, you're like, that guy, you got to go up against him. So I want to know who's our strongest karate master in the bunch over here. Which one? You know, you can't say the guy in the mask. Yeah, you can't say the guy in the mask. They said the guy in the mask. You know, there's too many people there with the mask. You just didn't know who was who. You know what I mean? Oh, goodness, guys. There are a few edits I'm going to make on that and then re-release it, and then it will be set for a premiere in the future date. Hope you enjoyed that. Episode 1 of Sensei Round Eye. It's official. Origin story. And then that first scene with the second scene where we got kind of screwed up and the microphone was cut off. Anyway, we're going to continue and do a secondary, maybe turn that into a full feature film. I think Sensei Round Eye should be a feature film. It's just such a crazy character, you know? And it's just like every other character, like Dick Face. But Round Eye's like this, I don't even know how to explain what Round Eye is, who he is. But it's very silly, right? It's just like a goofy version of me / Charlie Day. Yes, I always see like this, you know, outrageous type of improv is like very similar to like a Charlie Day, like expressions where you get very high energy, you know? But yeah, like that whole other sit down, lad, let me tell you all about it. Like, I don't know who the hell that is, but that's just me being goofy and I love it. Like that's one of my favorite parts in that entire thing where it says Bruce Lee says, you know, he never questions Round Eye. He'd be like, what should I do, Bruce? Oh, what should I do, Round Eye? Sit down, lad, let me tell you what you need to do. Something crazy. It's like, oh man, some of those facial expressions kill me. And I really enjoy doing that. Tomorrow I think we have to do more green screen. What do you guys think? Maybe we'll put another green screen show up together tomorrow. So let me think of some ideas and pull some green screen pictures. And tomorrow night we do it all over again. Until then, Pamela Swan, Virginia. I see leisure number 7. I want to say thank you again to Renaissance Man G, I think it's Renaissance Mank. Renaissance Mank. Okay. Okay. You're talking about Renaissance Mank? And we used to be, I am a Renaissance man, but I'm thinking about just calling this thing Mark Inspires or Mark Inspired. I think Mark Inspired may even be better. Mark Inspired, Mark Inspires. I don't know, we'll think about it, but Mark Inspires makes sense because my name is in there, so Mark Pires, Mark Inspires. I think we should just do that because Furman Vidal came up with that 2 years ago and I never did anything with it. I don't know, maybe I'll change it tonight. We'll see. Anyway, until tomorrow, it's Mark Pires. And this is the longest running show on the planet. Until tomorrow. You got to go away. Love you guys.
You got to go away.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.